Hello that's YouTube, and welcome back to the channel where we are building the city of Carborg on the map Oracle Lake of the Plazas and Promenades DLC. In today's episode, we're finally taking new steps to add to our university, which includes making it more attractive, because this is something that we haven't really done in the past. The past 2 or 3 episodes were more focused on getting more population in to host more students in the city, where we're at the moment 315. So there's still population necessary, but we also need to make the campus a little bit more attractive, and for that we are adding university sports today. And I pretty much thought a little bit about this, like what kind of sports I want to see, and pausing the game briefly here, going into varsity sports. There are not a lot of options at the moment. There's the track and field stadium, there is the aquatic center. How big is this actually? It's actually quite big and it produces a good amount of noise. I couldn't even fit this in here. But I thought, how about, just adding a nice basketball stadium right here next to where this big metro hub is, and then having some practice basketball and also tennis court facilities over here to add to kind of like the green belt that we have here on this side of East Cardell. So that is what we're gonna do today, and let's dive right into it. So the first thing that I will do is that I will look at the parking spots, exactly like how big they are, and I want to have a look again at how many spaces the basketball arena will take up. Let me count: 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's 16. So it really fits like nicely on the opposite side over here. So let us try if we can do this. I'm not 100% sure if what we're doing with this tram track at this point, because there is a tram station up here. Maybe it would have been better if the tram station would have been on this side of the road, but I guess that's fine. I don't wanna go into and create another node here, because there's then 3 nodes very close to each other. So I'll just go in like this. Actually take a little bit of a nicer road. I think this node is fine. Take it up here. And up this way. Let's first extend the university district. So this still belongs to the university, and it's actually a university team. And now I should be able to fit this right in the middle up here. Okay. Am I happy with where this is placed? I think so, yes. And then the next thing that I'm looking to do is I want to see if I can kind of like box this in. I can't. There are issues with this. There are issues. Okay. So, well, let's not overcomplicate things too much. Let's see if it's fixed. If I just take it over like 1 spot, and then I can box it in. Yes, perfect. Okay, now we're going into our parks. Actually add 2 of them up here. I think this should be fine. Nice. And then we also have the station. I think we have the tram station like right here. Didn't I have a tram station here? No, I think I don't have a tram line planned over there. I think I did this in like a mini planning session in between. But yeah, now we have this up here. And now let's unpause the game. Actually, Carborg Institute of Technology chirpers. I'm not really sure if this is the name that we're going with. Where can I change this again? Alright. Now the water problem should be fixed. And let's go in and work on connecting all of the stuff up here a little bit nicer with some sports parks and some stuff. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this 2-lane road out up here. And I'll have to look at traffic lights in a second. Actually, let me do that right now. Resume game. I mean, this is a very short distance, but it is what it is. Are those people already like coming for the first match? Is the first match very soon? It is somewhat soon. But yeah, this should see like everything here kind of like exploding. But this is going to be a good connectivity hub for the metro and everything connecting here with the tram as well stopping. And all of those people just being able to like walk over and get to the stadium quickly. Okay, now that we have this street as kind of a connecting street in, let's start using this area to build out more for our facilities here. And let's see how I think having the basketball courts on this side of the fence is actually really nice, and then there is, if I'm not mistaken, there's exactly space. There would be the space for exactly one road in between, but I don't think we're necessarily making it a road. I think we are keeping it as is, and I'm actually thinking a little bit more about healthcare opportunities. Such as, I don't know, a community pool or like a sports hall and gymnasium. To have those in between, I think that would work nicely. And even a community pool on the other side. And then where the streets are ending over here, I'll just have pathways for walkability. Let's now add some of the other sports parks. So like I think like going with tennis courts is also really, really nice. I think we'll go with tennis courts over on this side. And basketball courts over on the other. Have them kind of like opposite each other. And then going with the float. There would be actually a spot over here, but I'm kind of like looking at potentially, you know, just some other assets like the park cafe and those kind of things. So let's put in the connecting pathways here. Road guidelines a little bit off. Yeah, so these are a little bit boxed in. We'll do the same over on the other side. Actually, if I put the park, let me put on grid, and then put it exactly this length, and then let me see if the park asset fits in here. Like the park cafe. Does the restroom fit on the other side? Yes. Can put the restroom up here, and then can put some trees and everything in here. But yeah, this is then now a very nice area for sports, where people can go and hang out, which is an extension of this sports campus. Let's unpause this, because electricity has jumped over. I think we need to make sure the water is also up here, so let's connect these things. Yes, there we go. And now this looks really, really good. Alrighty. I also thought a little bit more about where to continue the expansion in terms of the city, and I think it will happen over here in Hogla. Well, take the trains, the metro tracks a little bit out, and we'll have this run up here like very parallel, and later we can call this like lower Hogla and then have an upper Hogla up over here. But yeah, let's see how all of this fills nicely up. This is now getting really, really busy, and a lot of people just walking over here. I think in terms of connectivity, one more thing that I want to do this episode before I very shortly already jump into detailing and like detail all of this a little bit more out. I think over here is where we will still see a lot of university grounds, and like over here this like more being park space and all of that. I could actually think of a little bit more of park assets over on this side, kind of like similar to this large playground, but overall in terms of parks we're looking very, very good in terms of coverage over here. There's a very low coverage up in these areas, and actually let me see if I can quickly remedy this with some dog parks or something like that, because yeah, there is not a lot up here. Maybe having a dog park here in this area, and can we put like, maybe I'll do this during detailing, like extending this road and putting a little playground or something up here in the corner. Yeah, of course, the typical issue in the neighborhood that we built last episode, that there's not enough educated workers, which will slowly but surely go over time. And then I think at some point, I don't think I'll do this episode, but we need another like highway interchange, or like another highway exit somewhere up here that connects with a road up here with this like big connector. Yeah, there's now a lot more traffic up here, especially when it's game day. So having the second interchange over here might not be a bad idea. But overall, I think this is sitting at a good area. I think now is actually the time where we put in another tram line. Let's first go into the tram tracks. We have the tram tracks currently ending up here. I'm not sure yet if I want to take it over into like this area, but something that we can do is pretty much add a little road here, like a little pedestrian road for a nice tram stop, or actually looking at now that all of the tram tracks are here, just the one-way tram tracks, still having all the snapping tools on. So maybe if I just take them off, it is going to be fine. I kind of want to have a loop up here. I don't want to do it over this road, and I think this is still traffic lights. Yeah, but I don't mind that actually right now. Okay, I will figure out how I want to build this, and then we put in our tram line. And before I do this, I see a little bit of an issue here. I'm like, oh, what is wrong here? But yeah, apparently the exit over here was wrong the entire time. I can't remember when exactly I put this in, but look at this traffic that is now going up here. Dang. I mean, not a lot of people necessarily want to go here, but this is all kind of like still this roundabout. Why is that the case though? It doesn't seem like it should create such big amounts of traffic up here. We'll keep an eye on this, and then I'll check how this has to be fixed. But not really happy. Anyway, let's get back to trams. Okay, we now have this little turn, and I decided against a pedestrian road for now. Actually, now that I'm talking about it, you know, I said like, I decided against it. But actually, I will upgrade this little bit into a station, because it gives these nice pedestrian walkways, and we'll connect this up with a walking path. So yeah, let's get a line in, and we'll actually start this over here and have stop over here. Then I think this is a good stop, like stopping right here where all of the students are supposed to be. Probably not happy about either of those positions. Probably stopping here and then having it stop again shortly after in front of the sports station. I think we're going to look at a few other stops potentially with the green belt and with the road down here where it's possible for people to just walk there. So let's have a stop here, another stop in front of the metro station. I think having a stop here in the curve where already like people can walk is fine. And then similar, having a stop up here. And then it will turn left here. This is gonna get really busy with trams. I'm not very happy about it, but I'm looking to change it up at some point in the future. And then going back this way. Completing the line. Let's grab these trains when they get out and change this line. I think we're taking the same model that we have over at the university where it's blue. I think we have nothing that is green so far, so we just go with the green line for now. Yeah, because I think this is the same model that we are using with the blue line. Yes, it is. So we're having a little bit of consistency over here. So yeah, this is what I mean. Like this corner with all of the trams is getting really, really busy. So I have to think about another area or something else, like where they can pretty much turn around. Like right now it's not clogging over here, so it is still fine, but I assume this will change over time. But yeah, now we're getting a lot of more walkability over through like this, through this main road. Nice. I think a few other of the green trains actually took the route through here to start over on this side. We actually missed the first match day. Or the match is on at the moment. We're still the Carborg Institute of Technology chirpers. 733 of 750 visitors. Oh, there's where we can change it. Who do we want to be? Alligators, Broncos, Buccaneers, Chirpers, Eagles, Lions, or Spartans? I think in the area that we are in, like having the boreal theme, the Eagles is what makes the most sense. Which is weird, me picking that, because I'm absolutely not a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think we're going with some lime-ish green. I think that is fine. Basketball. 1-0, lost 2. It says still 0-0. Let's see what happens when they all come out. But yeah, now we have like some very, very nice connectivity over here. And people being able to get over to the stadium. And this sports area we can add a little bit later with the aquatic center and the track and field stadium. The match is still on. I don't know if this is like some lime green or some other. It doesn't really look limey. But I'm okay with the color. I think I like it. I think the green fits. So yeah, until we maybe see that there's a match, I'm gonna jump into detailing things out. Maybe taking the tram lines a little bit out further of where they're supposed to be. And then once everything is ready, we're gonna see how much traffic chaos we're gonna have over here with our new basketball arena. Oh mind, I just spoke of it, now it's done. And of course we lost. But look at all this traffic. At least they're all wearing the green shirts. Let's see where they're all going. If they're all going towards the metro or if they're taking the tram. I think it's a mix. Police is coming, heavy traffic. Yeah, there will be some additional connectivity, but I like how many people are actually using the public transport over here. Taking the M1, taking the M2, and getting back home. And taking the trams through the green belt. Nice. So now let's actually get into detailing and making things look nice, and then we're ready to finish up this episode. Okay, now the traffic over here has dispersed, and I've never seen this this area as free as probably in the first few episodes. But now we have all of the traffic over here, which yeah, just shows the traffic is pretty much because everyone wants to like get off the highway here and then make a left turn. And then the basic theory of this game is having as little left turns as possible, which is going to be hard for anyone who is on the highway coming from this area or going this way, who wants to get over on this side of the highway. But I think it will be fine at some point in the future once we build out the city a little bit more. And yeah, I'm also I studied a little bit in terms of videos and looking at some of the stuff that Imperator does, which is crazy. So I was looking a little bit about how to do proper highway interchanges, and I think we're going to do that in one of the next few episodes. But yeah, overall, I mean, I used a lot of the forest brush over here, but that is just because I kinda like how this then feels just like a lot, just like it's still like the middle, the forest has stayed in like parts of the city, which is going to be nice. And then going into this very maybe poorly detailed, but overall I think this is a nice area. You know, when you're living in this area, you can go over here. There's like some sporting arenas, some healthcare available next to the station to connect you into other parts of the city and like go and watch the game. And I think this, especially like this cool CIT Sports Ground station, which is the metro hub from the latest update, that is just a great asset. And like, look at all of these people using public transport. Overall, the roads are really somewhat free. I mean, sure, there is a little bit of traffic at some areas. An average traffic flow of 88% is probably a little bit too low, but we're having a lot of traffic with our trams as well. So at some point we'll have to look at that. But overall, except for this major traffic jam that is still there, it's kind of alright at the moment. So I'm happy. Also, problems we create now will be more fun in the future, right? But yeah, that shall be it for today's episode, which is one of the shorter ones, and I kind of want to keep it this way, where, you know, it's just a few things that we're going to add, we're going to change, and then detail those things up, such as adding university sports. How's everything looking over here? Slowly but surely it's going up. We're at 350 now. We've, at the beginning of the episode, have been like at 310-ish. So yeah, it's slowly but surely getting better. Campus attractiveness is also better. So yeah, we'll expand on that, and once we get more into all of the downtown areas and build out, probably in one of the next few episodes I'll build out Hoglar a little bit more. We'll get to that. But yeah, that brings me to the end of this episode. Thank you for coming over. Thank you for checking this out. If you enjoy this content, you know, it would help me out a lot if you would consider subscribing and pressing the like button of this video. If you don't, that's also fine. But yeah, there will be a new Carborg episode soon. As you probably know, I upload every Tuesday and Friday, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and cheerio.